is not an IT term. Business intelligence is a business management term. Using business intelligence uses information technology. It uses computers and telecommunications, okay, to come up or to develop devices or to develop some systems that will help the company in creating or developing effective decision support systems. Okay, so I have to come up or I have to decide on the critical issues. Okay, I have to take decisions. So when can I take decisions? Only when I have facts in my hand. Only when I have the correct information, I can come up with correct decision, right? So business intelligence is a business management term that helps, that uses IT, okay, that uses information technology and helps the business and helps the managers, okay, helps all levels of managers in an organization, okay, to generate or create effective decision support systems, so that they can take correct decisions and at correct time. So now your OBIEE tool helps you to analyze this company's historical data and generate reports. Okay, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, yeah, tell me. Yeah, Abdul, you're telling something.
No, I was just agreeing. I said yes.
Yes, fine. Okay. Now I will tell you a small brief history of this Oracle tool. Initially, there was a company called as Enquire. From Enquire, Saibal has acquired this product. Saibal has acquired the product from Enquire and named it as Analytics. The last version was 7.8.2.5. Now from Saibal, Oracle has acquired the product. And named it as OBIEE. There were lots of versions. The current version what we will deal in the training is 10.1.3.4.1. The latest version is OBIEE 11g. Okay, but I'll tell you what, there are some minor changes between OBIEE 10g and 11g. Okay, I suggest all my students go with the strong foundation of OBIEE version, that is 10.1.3.4.1. And why I suggest is that if you are planning for any certification on OBIEE, your certification is called as Certified Implementation Specialist. Okay. So if you want to go for this examination, the main concentration, the main exam for basic foundation, okay, is on this suit only, 10.1.3.4.1. All the questions are based on this. The examination is based on this version. So if you are thorough with this, 11g is just an upgrade. Okay, so in our training we'll be dealing with this version, and I'll also be giving you the upgrades to OBIEE 11g, so that you can put up the experience of both 10g and 11g in your resume. Fine?
Perfect.
Okay, guys? Yes.
Sure.
Now, yeah, so you can download the OBIEE software for free of cost from www.oracle.com. Initially, this was available as a download under the enterprise management software. Initially, it was available as a download under enterprise management software. Now it is available as download under Fusion middleware. Now this has become a part of Fusion middleware. So if you want to go to download this, go to the Fusion middleware part, click on Fusion middleware under downloads. Under Fusion middleware, you see business intelligence downloads. There you can find both the downloads for 10g as well as 11g. So you can click on 10g and download. And you also have one more upgrade version to 10.1.3.4.1. You also have 10.1.3.4.2 also. So both of these are one and the same. Okay, both of these are one and the same. So you can download either this or this, doesn't matter. 4.1 or 4.2 doesn't matter. Okay, both of them are one and the same. Fine. Yes. Now what happens, once you download this software onto your machine, you get a folder like this. You go to programs, You get a folder like this, Oracle Business Intelligence. Okay, so in this you see different components here: administration, help file, ODBC client, start OC4J, stop OC4J, different components here. Don't worry about all these components, you will get to know them one by one. Okay, so once you install this software on your machine, you get a folder like this, Oracle Business Intelligence folder. Once you install this software on your machine, and every time you start your machine, there is a server that comes in automatically, that starts up automatically when you switch on your system or your laptop. That is called as Start OC4J server. It automatically starts and says initialized. Okay, so what is this OC4J server? If you go to this Oracle Business Intelligence folder, you see a server called as Start OC4J. So which starts automatically when you switch on your system, and it says initialized. Once it says initialized, that means you are now ready to work with your OBIEE application. Now let me tell you what is this OC4J server. OC4J stands for Oracle Container for Java. As this OBIEE suite or application was developed on Java, all the resources, all the potential that is needed to start this software or initialize this software is contained in the OC4J server. That is why this OC4J server is needed to start all the services that are needed to initialize your OBIEE application. So whenever you have installed the software, every time you switch on your machine, this server starts automatically and says initialized. Okay, so suppose let us say this server did not start because of some problems. So then you need to manually go there, and you need to manually start the OC4J server by clicking on Start OC4J. You need to manually click this and start. But automatically when you switch on your system, the server starts automatically like this. Okay, once your OC4J server starts, there are different other servers that start along with this server automatically. Now how to see that servers? Go to Start, Run and type services.microsoft configuration file, services.msc. Click on OK. It opens the services window, wherein you can see all the servers or all the services that are running in the background on your local machine. Yeah, do you see the services here? Let's go to the Oracle section here. Now if you see here, we have different services related to Oracle BI, right guys? You see it here, right? Yes?
Yep.
Yes. Now if you see, there are three services which started automatically. One is Oracle BI Java server, the other one is Oracle BI presentation server. Excuse me. And the other one is Oracle BI server. Fine guys?
Yep.
The Oracle BI server, is like the heart of your OBIEE application. The Oracle BI server is the main component or heart of your OBIEE application. If this server is not running, you cannot work, you cannot do anything, you cannot analyze, you cannot generate reports. So this is mandatory for you to have the Oracle BI server running. So as this OC4J server starts automatically, along with it there are three other servers which start. Oracle BI server, this got started, and you have Oracle BI presentation server, also called as the web server. Oracle BI presentation server, also called as the web server. What is the use of this presentation server? Whatever data you want to show it to your end customers, or whatever data you want to show it or exhibit to your end users or your clients or customers, this data will be posted by your presentation server or your web server onto the web browser. Without the BI presentation server or the web server running, your end user cannot see anything on the browser. So presentation server or the web server, okay, is mandatory, is required to show the data on a browser. That is the use of a presentation server or a web server. Okay. Then next is BA Java host server. As I told you that the entire application has been designed and developed using the Java software. So all the Java resources, all the Java that is needed to run your application, to run your OBIEE application, to initialize any other services that are needed to host your OBIEE application are there in this server, OBIEE Java host server. Okay, so when you start your machine, the OC4J server gets started automatically. Along with it, these are the three servers which get started automatically. And here I want to mention one interesting thing. The OBIEE application has been designed and developed on the basis of an architectural style from the Oracle Corporation, which is called as the Oracle SOA architecture, services oriented architecture. I think you guys have an idea of the SOA, right? Yes?
Correct.
Yes. Services oriented architecture, wherein every component that is needed to run an application or a tool is available and is as an integration of different servers. Now if I want to work with my OBIEE application, okay, I have different servers. So whenever I need them, I start them and use them, and whenever whenever there's no need, I can just stop them and leave it like that. Okay. Now if you see, the BA scheduler server is not running, and the BA cluster control servers are not running. Okay, I want to tell you a few things about the scheduler server and the cluster controller server. The scheduler server is like a report scheduling tool. Let's say I have 5 reports and I want to send it to my client tomorrow 5 p.m. So what I need to do is I can make use of the Oracle BA scheduler tool. Okay, this scheduler tool will help me to schedule the reports. Okay, using the scheduler server, I can schedule the reports. It is basically acting as a report scheduling tool. So it will help me to schedule the reports and send these reports at certain period of time on a particular day, on a particular time to my end users. So this will help me in scheduling the reports. Got it, guys?
Yep.
Sure.
Next, coming to the Oracle BA cluster controller. So when we talk about the Oracle database design, the Oracle database comes with a concept of RAC, real-time application clusters. If you have any guys or your friends or colleagues working on database administration, you can just simply ask them what is the RAC. They will be explaining you more clearly about RAC. Stands for real-time application clusters. Normally on a single machine, I can only have one Oracle BA server. Okay, but when you work with a different database wherein you are able to create a cluster, Oracle BA cluster will help you in creating clusters. A cluster is like a node or a machine which can help you to host more than one BI server. I have one BI server on my machine, but when you create a cluster controller, you can host a maximum of 16 BI servers on a single cluster. So it increases the speed and performance of your machine. Got it? Yes, guys? So when you create a cluster, you can have maximum of 16 BI servers like this running on that cluster. So this can be done, or this can be initialized not like our developers, but this can be done only by the database administrators who are into this clusters development. Only they can initialize this cluster controller and create clusters which can hold maximum of 16 BI servers like this. Okay, which can speed up the work, which can improve the performance of the machine. Fine, guys? Okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Now let me tell you about the OBIEE development process. There are two important stages in the OBIEE development process. Okay? What are they? First one is, using the administration tool, you are going to design a structure called as repository. Designing a repository is the first phase. Next, using the OBIEE answers, you are going to develop the reports. This is the second phase. Development of of reports is the second phase. Okay, here in India, people who have more than 5 years of experience are given this task, designing the repository. I'm talking about in India right now. People who are having more than 5 years of experience are given this task, designing the repository using administration tool. And people with less than 5 years, of experience are given this task or development of reports using the Oracle BI answers. Okay, so our process in our training, we will be dealing with both using the administration tool to design the repository and using the Oracle BI answers to develop the reports. Okay guys?
Sure.
Now I will show you how to start or how to use this administration tool. If you go to the Oracle Business Intelligence folder, okay, or in the shortcut also you have the administration tool, but let me go from the Business Intelligence folder. When you go to the Business Intelligence folder, the first component what you have is administration tool. Click on the administration tool like this. It is going to open the Oracle BI administration tool. Excuse me. Okay guys, so when you start the OBIEE tool, it opens the administration tool like this. Just go to help and click on administration tool to view the version. It says Oracle BI administration tool version 1 10.1.3.4.1. Okay, so you can always check the version of the admin tool like this. Click on OK. Now let me tell you something about the speciality of this OBIEE tool. Okay, OBIEE is highly scalable. OBIEE is highly scalable. When I say highly scalable, it means that it supports any type of database. So 15 years ago, do you think that there was anything called as a database 15 years before? Yes? Did you find any database 15 years before or 20 years before? Did we have anything like a database to store data and retrieve? Yes, guys?
Say that again.
15 or 20 years before, did we have anything or did we have a concept like database management system or any database to store information?
Not that I was well.
Not really, right? So
Yes.
there we used to have only file management systems. Wherein data was stored in the form of files, notepad, flat files like this. Okay, so data was stored in flat files, notepad files like this. So our OBIEE is highly scalable. It even supports flat files like this for analysis, and it supports flat files, Excel, FoxPro, MS Access Database, Oracle, SQL Server, Sybase, Infobase, DB2, Teradata. Okay, so it says it is highly scalable. It supports any type of database. Okay, no matter whatever is the data source or the database, you can always connect to the database and analyze the data. So in a data warehouse, the database can be anything. It can be even a flat notepad file. 20 years. Let's say my company is in the industry from last 20 years. Let's say last 10 years I was using only file management system. That is, I was storing my data only in notepad files. So if I want to analyze that data, still I can use the notepad files for analysis because my OBIEE supports notepad files also. Got it? So this
Yes.
data which we were storing for long period of time is referred to as metadata. is referred to as metadata. The data in the data warehouse is stored using a database called as an OLAP database. What is it called as? OLAP database. Online,
Okay.
online analytical processing database. A data warehouse is an area which consists of a database called as OLAP database, which is called as online analytical processing database. This database is designed in such a way that it is used only for analysis and reporting. In this database, you cannot store or insert new data. You cannot edit or manipulate existing data. It is like a read-only copy which is designed in such a way that wherein you can only analyze and generate reports. You cannot edit the content. You cannot insert new data into it. Got it?
Yes.
It is purely for storage and retrieval. It is purely for analysis and reporting. Okay. So this OLAP database, which is for online analysis and processing, okay, this OLAP database is our main target. So this database is called as a database server, which is OLAP server. As an OBIEE developer, my target machine on the data warehouse, my target database is the OLAP database. Data in this OLAP database is called as metadata. What is it called as?
Metadata.
Metadata. Now, what is this metadata? Metadata refers to data describing some other data or data about some other data. Metadata is nothing but data describing some other data. Now, when I say account number, what does this refer to? Any one of you? When I say account number, what does this mean to you?
A person's account number.
When I say account number, what does this mean to you?
A person's account number.
A person, yeah. When I say account number, it always when we talk about account number, it always refers to a person's bank account number. By default, when I say account number, we always refer to a person's bank account number, right? Yes or no? Yes?
Exactly.
Yes. So when I say account number, this is describing me about some other thing. When I say account number, this describes about a bank. When I say account number, it is always reflecting to a bank. So this is describing me about some other thing. When I say account number, it is always describing about the bank, right? So this account number is called as metadata. So our target data will be metadata like this. Table names, column names. When I say bank account number, bank name, bank location. So all these are nothing but metadata. Data describing about some other data. Now when I say account number, when I say account number 225, when I reflect to this account, it means that it is referring to a person who has a name, who has an address, who belongs to some country, who is situated somewhere, and who is holding this particular account number. Yes or no, guys? Right? Yes?
Very much, yeah.
So this is nothing but metadata. This is giving us a description of some other data belonging to some person or something or some individual. Okay. So as an OBIEE developer, our target will be always the database in the data warehouse, which represents data in the form of tables and columns, which is called as metadata. So whenever I create a new file here, it always takes the file extension as metadata 1, metadata 2, metadata 3, something like this. You see, it is taking the file name as metadata 1, right? You see it here? Yes, guys? Yes. When you click on save here, I'm replacing this. I'm talking about the administration tool right now. When you create a new file here, it says metadata 1, the name. So this is called as a structure now. This structure is divided into 3 parts: physical, business model, and presentation. These are called as 3 layers: physical layer, business model and mapping layer, and the presentation layer. So using this administration tool, you are going to connect to the metadata in the OLAP server in the data warehouse. Okay. So when you create a file like this, you get 3 layers: physical layer, BMM, business model and mapping layer, and the third one is presentation layer like this. Fine. Now I'll tell you what is this physical layer. In the physical layer, what you are going to do is you are going to connect to the databases which you want to connect to, that is, which are there in the data warehouse. You are going to connect to the Oracle OLAP databases. How is that you are going to do? Okay, let's say I want to connect to the sales history part. I want to analyze the sales history of a particular company. That database is in Oracle. Now I want to connect to the Oracle OLAP database in the data warehouse. Oracle OLAP database. So how do I connect? As you know, if I want to connect to any database, I should first create a ODBC driver, Open Database Connectivity Driver. Now let us assume that on my system here, I have an Oracle OLAP database and I want to connect to the sales history database schema which is there in the Oracle OLAP. So how do I connect? I just first go to the control panel. Okay, I open the administrative tools. And your data sources here, ODBC. Double click on this ODBC data sources. Okay, click on system DSN here. Click on add. Okay. Let's say I want to connect to the Oracle and RDB 10g underscore home one. This is the Oracle OLAP database which I want to connect to. This is the OLAP database which is having the data for analysis. Now I want to connect to this. So I should click on this and select this Oracle database and click on finish like this. Forget about general errors. Don't worry about these errors. Now it will ask you the data source name. My data source name is SH, which is the sales history. The TLS service name is ORCL. The user ID is also SH. I can also specify the data source name as SH underscore Abdul and Sunil. You can have a naming convention like this. That means Abdul and Sunil are trying to access the sales history. This is like a naming convention which I have developed for my students to understand better. Okay, so Abdul and Sunil are trying to connect to the sales history database which is there in the Oracle database. User ID is SH. Click on test connection here, guys. Forget about the general errors. Password is SH in lowercase. When you click on OK, it says connection successful. Yes, so that means I have successfully connected to the database. Click on OK, guys. Forget about these general errors. Don't worry about this. They are general system errors. Click on OK. Now come back to the Oracle BI administration tool. Now go to the file menu and say import from database. So what was the name we have created? SH underscore
Yes.
AS. This is the one which, and this is called as a shared login. That means it is highly secure. It is mandatory for you to specify the username and password. Password is SH here. Type SH and click on OK. Now it opens the import dialog box. Okay. Now when I want to import, I have different options to import. Right now I am importing only the tables with the keys. Keys means the primary keys. So every table will be identified with a unique column. So that is called as the primary key. So forget about all other options. You have different objects in a database. Having the foreign keys, alias tables, the views, the synonyms and the system tables. But right now I am concentrating only on the tables, importing them with the foreign keys alone. So I select SHS, I come to SH here. Okay, I just scroll down, expand this assets, and let's say I want only few tables. I select only few tables like this. These two tables, maybe these two tables. I just click on import. Okay, this is just for an example to show you how to connect to the database. When I click on import, it imports the data into my physical layer. Okay, physical layer is the layer where you can see all your physical data source imported and connected to. Okay, so you can see all the physical databases which you have imported and which you have connected to in the physical layer. Physical layer represents the set of databases or group of databases that you have imported. Okay, I just close this now. Now if you see here, excuse me, you can see that I have imported two tables, channels and cost. Okay, this is the connection which represents the connection. If you want to update or if you want to check for the connectivity, just go to tools and say update all row counts. It is going to update all the row counts here in your tables. It has updated the row counts. Channel says 5. Cost is 82112. Just click on cancel here. Fine guys? Yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
So like this you can import, you can connect to a database, any database. I just shown you an example of connecting an Oracle database. You can connect to any type of database, right? So I'll just close this and I'll show you a ready-made repository. Now, when you are able to create all the three layers, this entire thing, this entire structure consisting of three layers is called as a repository. So in the physical layer, you create or you establish connection with the database. In the business model and mapping layer, you implement all the business logic. Okay, here you create measures like you create business calculations like amount sold, units ordered, units shipped. Okay, total units delivered. Okay, unit cost. Everything is a business calculation. So all the business logic, all the business calculations are implemented in business model and mapping layer. Coming to the presentation layer, layer is the layer in which you put the data that has to be shown or exhibited or viewed by the end user or the customer. Okay, so let me show you an already existing one, an already created pre-configured repository. We call this as a repository now. I open an existing repository. Okay, username is administrator, password is also administrator. I open this repository right now. It consists of different layers, that is the three layers fully configured, and you see you have physical layer, business model and mapping layer and the presentation layer. In the physical layer you have two databases. One is the Oracle database sales history and the other one is an Excel file which is nothing but the sales history quota Excel file which is there on the database right on the desktop here. You can see a file here called as SH quota. Here. Yeah, this is the file SH quota. So I also imported the sales history quota Excel file into my database here for analysis purpose. Okay, so you have physical layer like this which consists of two databases, and in the business model and mapping layer I have different measures or business calculations like the amount sold, unit cost, gross profit, category sales, share of category, okay, percentage of quota. All of them are business calculations. All the business calculations, whatever you want to do, is done only in the business model and mapping layer. Next, whatever the data you want to show it to your end user or customer, you create a folder called as presentation catalog like this. This is called as a presentation catalog. Okay, you see presentation catalog. Okay, and this is called as a business model. In the business model mapping, this is called as a business model. Okay, so your work using the administration tool is to create all the three layers. So this is like creating the repository, designing all the three layers of a repository. This entire thing is called as a repository. We call it as a RPD. Call it as .rpd. RPD stands for Rapid Database File. There's no such like a global abbreviation, but we have a localized abbreviation which is called as Rapid Database File. Some people also call it as Rapid Path Directory, but normally we go with the definition which is called as Rapid Database File. So our task using the administration tool is to design all the three layers. Now let us assume that Abdul and Sunil have finished designing all the three layers. Now what I need to do is, I need to develop the reports, right? So this is the analysis what I have done. I have created different calculations. I have created the presentation catalog. Now I am ready to develop the reports. How is that you are going to develop the reports? For this you have a separate tool called as presentation services, which will open a tool called as Oracle BI Answers. When you come here and click the presentation services, it will open a login window called as Oracle Business Intelligence Answers. Oracle Business Intelligence Answers. Okay? It leads to it opens a window called as Oracle Business Intelligence login window. Okay, let the window pop up. Guys, as this is just purely a demo session, I'll be giving you an idea of what you will be doing with the tool. Okay, I cannot explain you each and every aspect, but I promise you, if you join, once you're convinced with me and if you join the training, I'll be explaining you each and every bit of the tool. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So it says Oracle Business Intelligence. You see the screen? Yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. It has the username administrator and password is also administrator with capital A. When I click on login, you get a default window called as dashboard. You get a default window called as dashboard. I'll tell you what is this dashboard. Let me log in first. You see here it says Oracle BI Interactive Dashboards. You see my pointer here, it says Oracle BI Interactive Dashboards. You see it here, guys? Yes?
Yep.
Yes. And it says my dashboard. It says welcome administrator. It is showing me some report here. Forget about this report. Okay? Just concentrate on my dashboard. What is a dashboard? Okay. Let's say both of you are OBIEE developers. You have developed a report. Okay, and you want to show it to your end user or client. How do you show it? Very simple. You place your report on the dashboard like this. Now let's say I am the end user, I log into the dashboard and view the report like this. Got it? So dashboard is an area where the developers get the reports for the end user or clients to use, to view them. But how do you develop your reports? You should have a tool to develop reports, right? Yes or no, guys?
Right.
Yes? Yes. So that tool is nothing but your answers. That tool is nothing but your answers. When you click on answers here, it opens the Oracle BI answers. You see here Oracle BI answers. Answers is like a tool which will help you to develop the reports. You see subject area is here now. You see subject areas. Yes.
Yep.
Do you see subject areas assets here, guys?
Right.
Yes, this subject area assets is nothing but your presentation catalog assets under your presentation layer in your administration tool. You see the presentation layer, you see the presentation catalog assets, right guys? Yes? Yes.
Yep.
The presentation catalog which is there in the presentation layer is nothing but the same one which is there now as the subject area. Subject area is nothing but the subject or the business subject on which we are analyzing and generating the report. Now I click on the subject area like this. Now let's say I want a small report for the calendar year and the amount sold. I want a small report, say calendar year and amount sold. So how do I generate the report? Simply I just select the columns. Under the Oracle Access you see the subject area and you see something called as columns. Now all the tables here are acting as columns here, okay? All of them are nothing but the tables with columns. So I just select whatever I want. From the calendar year I select calendar year column, and from the amount sold, that is sales tag table, I select amount sold and just display results here like this to get the report.
Okay.
So very simple. You did not write any complex queries. Okay, it's nothing to be done. Just select once your RPD, your repository is ready by the administration tool. Just log in, select the columns and your report is ready. You see the report now, calendar year amount sold, right guys? Yes? Yes.
Yep.
Now, let's say you want a chart for this. Click on this compound layout. This is the default report. Okay, compound layout is nothing but the combination of a title and a table. This combination of title and table. Let's say I want a chart out of this. I click on the chart menu there. I just click on the chart and it gives me a chart. Don't worry, my system is slow. Actually, the application will never be slow. My system is slow. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the normal chart. Okay. Vertical bar chart. The default is vertical bar. If you want a pie diagram, I can select pie diagram here. I click on pie from the graph and it gives me a pie diagram. So guys, you see you got a pie chart and the types are also there. You can select a 3D view from the default. It gives a 3D view. And the style also you can select a solid fill and a pattern fill. This is a 3D view and you can always select a solid fill and a pattern fill. I can select a pattern fill from this. And I have different views like the scatter and the radar chart. I just click on radar chat to have a radar look. I have different GA objects here. There's some problem with the view. Let me try some other thing. Let's say line bar combo.
Sir, is it because these things are showing only in the X or Y axis here?
Yes, yes.
Is it because of that?
No, it's not like that. It
Okay.
sometimes happens because, see, normally what happens is that this part is generated by the Java, and
Okay.
sometimes because when the system slows down,
Mm-hmm.
because of the system slowdown, the Java component is not able to update here on the screen, and it happens sometimes. So let me try a different component. There is one more component called as a gauge view. Let us go to the gauge view.
Okay.
Terrible.
I just close the presentation server. I'll just log in once again.
Okay.
For the login window, guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Just give me 1 minute, huh? Just give me 1 minute.
Yep.
ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ నా సిస్టమ్ స్లో అయితే నేను ల్యాప్టాప్ పైన లాగిన్ అయినా తొందరగా ప్రెజెంట్ ఓకే రైట్ ఫాస్ట్ because see that system is going slow, so I just logged on to my laptop, guys. Can you see the screen now?
Yep.
Yes. So I just explaining the same thing on my laptop here. Go to the the OC4G server starts like this. Go to the presentation services in the Oracle Business Intelligence presentation services. This system is super fast with 4 GB RAM. I just click on login. It logs in immediately. Go to the answers. Okay. Click on the subject area here. I select calendar year, and then let's say amount sold. Click on answers. Display the report. Select any report you want. Let's say the chart. Display the chart like this. We'll do one thing. We'll shift to Internet Explorer.
Okay.
Username is administrator. Password is also administrator. Login.
click on answers, go to the dashboard. I'm just trying to select calendar year and amount sold from here. Click on display results, get a chart. You get a report like this, go to chart. You get a chart like this. Now here you can select, let's say pie diagram. Give you the pie diagram default 3D view. You can go for the 3D view. You can have the pattern fill like this. You have a radar chart. It displays the radar like this. Default radar. What a scatter chart. It will show you the scatter chart like this. Default scatter with lines. Okay. Your line bar combo chart like this, and your line time series like this. Exactly one date or timestamp. Okay, no problem. Go to the vertical bar chart, the default one. You have the horizontal bar chart like this, and you also have the step chart like this. Step chart. Okay. Similarly, we have one more view called as the gauge view. If you go to the gauge view, it displays the gauges. Okay, this is the gauge view for the amount sold measure. Okay, so you have your different types of markers here. Default is compass. You can also have the arrow. This marker type change to arrow, and you have a line here, just to line. And in the gauge, there are different. The default is dial here. In the gauge, you also have a bar style like this. It shows you the result in bars, and you also have the bulb style like this. Okay, you also have the default 3D and 2D views. This is the 3D view, and you can have medium size, large. Okay, and custom size, you can specify the custom size here. Okay, so like this, your different components. Okay, you're like the legend, funnel charts, narrative view. You have one more chart called funnel chart. Okay, display the chart values in a funnel based structure like this. Okay, so this is how, by making use of the answers, Oracle BI answers, okay, and the subject area, you are going to create different charts and reports. Select anything that you want, whatever, just select the column, that's it, and click on display results. And the report is generated. Okay guys, is it easy? Is it easy for report? Yes guys?
Very much.
Yeah. So that's why this tool is very simple. Okay, very easy to learn, very easy to work with. Okay, therefore it's in great demand. Okay. So you wanted to attend the demo because some of your friends or your colleagues might have suggested you that OBIEE is very hot. And learn OBIEE. Okay, you can get nice packages. Yes or no guys? Yes?
Yes, very cool.
Yes. So I hope I have given you a brief idea of what you are going to do with your OBIEE tool. Yes? Creating the repository using the administration tool and generating the reports using the OBIEE answers. Okay guys?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
So understood? Any doubts? If you have any doubts or queries, you can just ask me.
No, not at all.
Yeah, any doubts?
I've got a lot of questions. I think I should
Yeah, please ask me.
get your. I think I should get your contact number and then get in touch with you. Otherwise, other people around would get completely bugged out because I've got a list of questions to be asked. I think it's going to be time consuming.
You can ask the questions now because as per the protocols, I am not supposed to give my contact number.
Okay. And what exactly is the time duration for this particular course?
It's around 30 plus hours. Daily 1 hour. Or else you can go for a weekend batch wherein you will be having class only on Saturdays and Sundays for 3 hours duration. 3 hours Saturday, 3 hours Sunday.
3 hours Saturday and 3 hours Sunday. Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Prasad, what would be the prerequisites to take up this course?
Basic SQL, basic SQL knowledge. That's it. Not more than that. Basic SQL is more than enough.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you think? Within a span of 30 days, do you think that a person would be able to learn the complete subject in and out?
See, I cannot guarantee you that you can learn complete subject. It all depends on you. It all depends on you. See, initially when we were getting into OBIEE, we had only training of 7 days, that took 3 hours. We were directly trained by the Oracle Corporation. 7 days training, 3 hours, got into the development process. So again, we struggled a lot initially, see, because we were like the freshers who were introduced this course. In December 2006, this tool came into the market. Engine 2000, December 2006. So I'm there into the development from 2006 onwards when the tool came into the market. Okay, very fresh to the market. So I cannot guarantee you, because I can guarantee you with the subject what I have and I can deliver it to you. But it all depends on you, how you take the subject, how do you practice it. Because if you want to get expertise in this tool, you have to follow the videos what I give it to you. You have to work hard. I practice minimum 1 hour daily. Okay. If you practice minimum 1 hour daily for at least 30 to 45 days, I can bet that you are through with the tool. You can work directly, no problem. But daily 1 hour of practice is needed.
Okay. Okay. And another question would be,
Yes.
after learning the tool, what exactly would be the job prospects that a person can expect? For instance, an OBIEE support analyst.
Yeah, I'll tell you. After completing this tool, you can join as an OBIEE developer, OBIEE senior associate, OBIEE team lead, OBIEE test engineer, OBIEE administrator. You have different roles like this. Okay, it all depends on how much experience you put on this tool. And suppose if you are having testing knowledge also, if you are into testing also, either manual or automated testing also, we have OBIEE testing, wherein the reports that we have generated, the prompts that we have created, etc., etc., all these are tested before delivering it to the client. So you can get into the OBIEE testing also. So like this, you have different opportunities.
You mean to say that depending on the experience that we show on our resume and the
Yeah,
kind of
yes. That's what
Okay.
I'm doing.
Okay. And will there be any assistance in preparing the resumes and
100%. After finishing the course, at the last we will have a class wherein we will be talking about different types of resume preparation. Okay, and the job support after you get into the job. Okay, we are planning for job support, but it will be a paid support only. It will not be a free support. It depends on the job again. But believe me, 99% you will not 99% you will not at all need my support, because the subject which I am going to tell you, the real-time examples, the real-time scenarios, I strongly can tell you that you will not at all need my support in the job.
Okay. And in the course content that you've mentioned, that you would be covering BI admin and presentation services.
Yes.
There are other topics like BI publisher, BI.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, I want to make one sure. Thank you for asking this question. I really appreciate in asking this question. Here we have a tool called BA Publisher, which will not be covering because BA Publisher is also like a reporting tool. Actually, initially it was called as XML Publisher. Oracle has acquired this product, XML Publisher, and renamed it as BA Publisher. This is something like decorating you have a report and you want to decorate it with some colors, you want to design a template for this report, something like that. But the main problem here is that if you want to work with BA Publisher, you should have strong XML knowledge, XML coding language, and not even Not even 2 to 5% of companies go for BA publisher. Therefore, we are not going to deal BA publisher. Okay?
Okay. Perfect, sir. Perfect. And what about segmentation, iBot,
Yeah,
BA
sure.
offers?
Everything. Whatever I have mentioned in the course contents, each and every topic will be done. See, this was basically a demo. That's why I told you earlier. In the demo, you should not expect that I can show you each and everything. So I demo serves as a purpose to tell to the student or who are attending the demo what we are going to do with the demo, what we are going to do with the tool, what is the purpose of this tool. Okay. Then when we exactly start the training, then we'll come each and everything from the scratch.
Perfect, sir. Perfect. And my last question would be, sorry, not the last one. I still have another two questions.
Yeah, no problem. We'll ask you. No problem.
Uh, does a person has to have any ETL knowledge like informatic or any other tool knowledge to get into this industry?
Good question. Previously, report development, ETL, everything was clubbed together like a ball, If you are into data warehousing, you should have knowledge of ETL tool as well as reporting tool. But now this is not the case. OBIEE has come into a separate department called as business intelligence. This is now a separate universe. This is now a separate department, business intelligence. So if you have only the knowledge of OBIEE, it's more than enough. ETL is a separate department now. Previously, ETL and BI, ETL and reporting, if you know ETL, you should know a reporting tool. If you know a reporting tool, you should have knowledge of ETL. It was previously like that. But now, the entire business intelligence platform has become a different department. So you have OBIEE knowledge, you will be working on only OBIEE. You will never be asked to do or go for the ETL. But if your knowledge well and good, no problem. Having knowledge well and good, no problem. But is it mandatory? If you ask me, it's not mandatory.
Okay. And what is the exact system requirement to install OBIEE?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Basically, your business intelligence application is supported only on Windows platform. You can install it on any Windows machine. You can install. I suggest you to go for Windows XP Service Pack 2, or if you have Windows 7 also, well and good, no problem. You can install it both on Windows. You have the software download for 32-bit operating system as well as 64-bit operating system. So based on your operating system, you can download the software. Don't worry, once you are convinced and once you are ready to attend the training, our big classes guys will access your system remotely. They will send you the links first to download the software. Once you download them, they are going to install the software on your machine. That will be taken care, absolutely.
Perfect. And when exactly are you planning to start the next batch?
Actually, we are having 2 students readily waiting, so maybe tomorrow. The problem is that I think you guys are having, so you are in Sydney, no problem, right? The US guys, basically all my students will be from US, so they are going to have a long weekend, I suppose. So Thanksgiving Day, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So from tomorrow, I will not be having any classes to my US students.
Okay.
They requested me that they wanted long weekend. They want to enjoy the long weekend. Enjoy the weekend practicing OBIEE also. So I said, okay, no problem, guys, you can go for weekend. So that's what. So if, it all depends on the students again. So we thought of starting the batch from tomorrow, but because of this weekend, I think we need to postpone the batch. Maybe it all depends. You can just I didn't get the confirmation till now. You can just go ahead and talk with the big classes students coordinator there. Maybe either Sri Devi or Basava or someone who has just spoken to you regarding the demo. You can contact them for the batch timings and information.
Okay. And my last question is,
Yes.
do you need to have many people to take up the classes here in Sydney at a particular point in time, or you can club students from,
It's not like, see, I have batch timings. Basically, I'm based at India. So I start early in the morning around 5:30, 5 o'clock. Okay. So I have my schedule right from morning 5:30 to 9:30, 10:30 sometimes, depending on the batches. Okay.
Mhm.
So they will specify the batch timings in IST. So you can select any batch time.
Okay.
And if suppose you want to have some other timings, you can work out with the timings which is convenient to you, and we can go for the batch.
Okay.
Okay. So batch timings, regarding batch timings, okay, the fee details and all that, you can just talk with the big classes guys, and they will be the correct persons to tell you with the batch timing. Because the problem is that see, US has different time zones, and some people
Exactly.
say tell me the time zone in CST. I am always confused with this time zone, so I simply ask them to refer to big classes because
Okay.
they are going to tell me the time zone in IST only. So I just tell my timings, they get confirmation with the students, and they just come back to me saying, sir, this time we are going to start the batch. I say, okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Perfect. I think you answered all my questions.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Mr. Abdul, any other queries which you have, Abdul? If you have any questions, you can ask me, Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, are you there? Abdul, I think Abdul is not here. Abdul, are you there?
No.
Can you hear? I, okay, I think he's not connected to us, maybe.
Mr. Abdul is from Sydney, is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just forgot to ask the details.
Okay.
I thought, see, what I do is by default I consider all my students from US.
Okay.
As you
Okay.
said, Sydney, I immediately Sydney means Australia, right? Yes. Because
Okay.
99% my students will be from US, and
Okay.
1 or 2% from UK and South Africa. Now,
Okay.
if you join, you will be the first person to be from Australia, because right from I'm into this online training almost from last 2 years, 2.5 years, almost 2 plus. Okay, so every time I get a student, 100% it will be from US only.
Okay.
So this is the
That's
first
that.
time maybe I'm going to deal with a Australian student.
Definitely. I mean, I have a list of friends, who are pretty interested to take up OBIEE classes, but
Okay, sure,
we
sure. You
guys
can
didn't
always
have a proper.
batch. Yes,
Yeah, that is one
you
thing.
can. Yes. So you attended the training. You want you just tell about your experience with the demo, or else if they also want a separate demo, we can conduct or arrange for a separate demo for your for your friends also. No problem.
Yeah, that is what I spoke to Devi in the morning today,
Mm.
and I
Yes.
told her that Saturday would be the best time so that I can send them an invite in case if they're
Mm-hmm.
interested and in case if they're free enough to come down to my place,
Yes. Sure. Sure. Sure.
then we all can have a demo.
One second.
I'm
Okay.
asking you so many questions. Reason being, I'm seriously planning to put a full stop to my existing career
Yes.
and
Yes. I can understand
completely
your
switch over
voice.
to.
Yeah. Yeah. That aware of inside. Yes. I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah, because from the
I
tone of my
can
voice only,
I
you
can
can
understand.
definitely make out.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes. I can analyze your voice, your tone, your pitch,
Right.
and I can know how much interested you are, how much anxiety and eagerness you want. If I say right now we can start the class, you are ready to attend the class now. I know.
Right. And more than that is, though I'm online, I'm not scared of or I'm not ashamed of myself to tell you that I'll be completely manipulating my resume
Uh-huh.
starting from the day one.
Yes, yes. Okay,
So
okay.
as you know that the market standards is that, in case if you're
Yes,
from any other industry, getting into data management is something which is next to impossible.
yes, 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 yes.
So my work contract will be expiring in a week's time.
Okay, okay, sure. Okay,
I have
fine.
the option either to extend my work contract or to
Uh,
resign, put a full stop.
and get into your new area, right?
Exactly, yeah,
Yes, yes.
exactly.
Okay, no
So
problem.
that's the thing.
Yes.
So we will be directly coordinating with you only Acha, one more very important question.
Yes,
Would you
sir.
mind if I take another 5 minutes of yours, please?
No problem, no problem. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Prasad, the thing is, see, for an instance, I work really hard. I spend about 15 to 18 hours a day studying OBIEE,
Yes.
Informatica, everything.
Okay, sure, sure. Yes.
Fortunately, if I get into workforce, if I get a good break as an OBIEE developer or OBIEE developer,
Yes, yes.
I've never worked in IT industry, for so long.
Yes, okay, okay.
So in case if I get into any trouble, in case
Yeah.
if I have to troubleshoot something or anything like that,
Yeah.
can I get in touch with you at that point of time, or I just have to
Sure,
Google an
100%.
IT toolbox?
100%. 100%. That will plan out. That will plan out. Once you get into a job and you feel that you're feeling difficulty, you can always get in touch with me and we'll plan out on that time. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
That I will 100% assure you. Don't worry. Okay?
Okay. Perfect, sir. That was the most important question that I had.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Because a couple of my friends went to India, they read courses, they came here, and then they lost their jobs within a week's time, within a couple of days' time, and stuff like that. So I don't want to.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't
I
afford to
know.
take a risk like that.
They come here, go to some institute, join, finish the course over. Gone. They never practice. They never get into depth.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. Perfect. So, I think I'm quite satisfied now. Quite relieved, in fact,
Okay. Don't worry.
because I started my day at 5 o'clock in the morning looking for training institutes and trainers online.
Okay.
And fortunately or unfortunately, I got only one contact from India. That was Sridevi.
Okay. Fine.
I called her at
Don't
5
worry.
o'clock in the morning.
You are into good hands. You are into good hands. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So, what's the next course of action? Do I have to get in touch with her to take it forward, or
Yes.
how
You
does
have
it
to
work?
contact you have to contact Sridevi. She will be telling you all the formalities that have to be taken, and we'll start the batch as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay,
And if
perfectly
you
fine, sir.
yes, and if you have your friends or references, you can tell her so that is going to arrange a demo probably, or like if you want to have your friends in your batch, you can do it. Or if you want to start off, you can just think and you can start up, no problem. That's what. But normally what I look is, if I want to go for if you want to train, I always look for 2 or 3 people, because if you have 2 or 3 students, it will be an interaction, and the purpose of attending training is sharing of knowledge. If you have more people, you have more questions coming up, the knowledge sharing process improves a lot.
Okay.
Yes? Yes.
Exactly. You're right.
Yes.
And another thing is, do you think that 30 hours, that would be 30 days, would be sufficient enough to, start my OBIEE career, or do I have to take up any advanced courses or anything like that?
There is nothing like an advanced course. Why I said it's 30 is because some people have fixed hours duration, 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours. But I said 30 plus hours, because the contents what I have given you, okay, what I need to explain you with some examples, it will be like daily 1 hour, okay. So I said this is today's topic, we are going to talk on the topic, I'm going to give you some examples. So next day what happens, you come to the same class, you have some doubts in yesterday's topic, so you ask me doubts in yesterday's topic, right? So this hours, the next hour get disturbed, right? Yes or no? So that is
Exactly.
why I never say that it is fixed hours. I say 30 plus hours. So it all depends on the students and their interaction. So the course schedule goes on like that until we finish all the course contents. Got it?
Exactly. Right.
Yes.
No, reason being, I had taken up a couple of online trainings and I've literally burnt my hands.
Okay. Don't worry. This will be not like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can
Even
assure you
my
of
online
that.
trainer, my online trainer used to turn up once in a blue moon.
Oh, that will never happen here. Don't worry.
Right, sir.
I'm
You seem to
telling
have
you,
your
I am
sore
a
throat.
Yeah. But last 1 week I was just suffering with cold, fever. The weather has changed here. Ultimate climate change here. So that is the effect here. So I have a sore throat, body pains, whatnot. I just got it recovering from yesterday. So
Okay,
this
okay.
still
You're
is
based in Hyderabad, is it?
yeah, 100%.
I was in Hyderabad for a long time.
Yeah, okay. That sounds great.
I worked for Shamshabad airport project when I was with JMR.
Good. My dad was in the special branch in GMR Airport. He retired recently.
Okay. I was with JMR for almost 2.5 years.
Hmm.
I worked
Okay,
as a
fine.
business development manager there.
Fine.
And sir, would you be working full time somewhere else and you take up these classes, part time or?
Yeah. No. That's what I was telling you. I'm working for a CMM level 5 company. I have my client here in Hyderabad. Okay. So
Okay,
basically, my shift timing is from 2 o'clock. So morning times I spend here at home giving training.
okay, okay,
So as my shift timing changes, also I will be shifting my batch timing.
okay. So in case if at all if you have any doubts or any issues, we can just give you a call on your mobile number and for 5 minutes just to clarify that
Yeah,
if it's
that's
not
what I
bothering
told
you.
you. As the protocol does not allow me to give my phone number, I can't share my phone number. But yes, you can always come online on Skype. We have Skype ID. I'll be online on Skype. Okay,
Mhm.
we can be online on Skype. We can chat on Skype. You can give me your email, and we can just exchange information on email and on Skype. That will be
Okay.
not the problem.
No, I'm not talking about now. After completing the course and after getting into
Mm.
workforce.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That will plan it. Don't worry. That will plan it. Don't worry. That's
Okay,
fine. That's fine. Don't worry.
okay, fine, sir. I'll speak to all my friends. I'll get in touch with Sridevi right in the evening
Yes.
today,
Yes. Sure.
and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Thank you so much for your time and patience.
Welcome. I also thank you for spending your valuable time to attend the demo. Really appreciate. Okay. Bye. Take care. See you. Hope to see you soon in the training then. Okay.
Right, sir. Take care.
Bye, Sunil. All the best. Take care. I think
Thank you,
Abdul,
sir.
if you are there, bye for now. Please take care and see you tomorrow. See you. I mean, soon in the training. Bye. Take care, guys. Bye.
Right, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.
Nandini